And welcome to The Bottom Line, where we unpack some of the main business and economic stories of the day. Yesterday, Poland's industrial production data was released for December 2024. Today, we're also looking at December 2024's retail sales data. Both sets of data are essentially disappointing from an economic point of view and present problems that are challenging the country's economy in different ways. I'm joined now by Mariusz Zielonka, chief economist at the Polish Confederation, Lewiatan, a business organization. Hello, and thank you for joining us today.
Good afternoon.
So let's start with the industrial production data for December 2024. As we can see on the chart here, the fourth quarter of 2024 brought some recovery, but December only brought more disappointment, essentially with only 0.2% growth. Tell us what is going on. Perhaps let's not focus too much on the weight of what is happening in the German economy. I know that there is some unfortunate alignment of those December dates with the way Christmas fell. But what is going on essentially in Poland?
In fact, the industrial production is really acting really weird, in fact, because we get 6 months of increase and also 6 months of decrease. The range between those two, maximum decrease and maximum increase, is almost 14 percentage points. So we see that our industry trying to be resilient to what happens, as you said, in Eurozone or Western Europe. In fact, what's driven our economy, what's driven our industrial production is mostly the industry of creating the cars, assembling the cars, etc. So right now, our industry is really affected what's going on in Germany in the industry, and the swinging charts showing the data give us that. In fact, at the beginning of the year, we thought that our production will be much more disappointing, as it is in fact, because in the whole year we reached 2.4, I think, increase. So in fact, it also gives us a value added to our GDP growth. What probably we're gonna say in a few seconds, that's also the retail sales at the beginning of the year. If you ask economists what will be the most important factor for our growth, they always say consumption. And the consumption, in fact, is really disappointed.
That's what I wanted to move on to, retail sales, because we see that 1.9% of an increase has been deemed very disappointing. And there is an increase of sorts year on year and both month on month, but it's still considered very disappointing. Tell us why.
Yeah, usually the December data shows an increase, on substantial increase. One factor is really disappointing. The retail sales of the groceries. In fact, this is the first year of last 5 years that we observed a decrease in the retail sales in the groceries. So what happened? This is a combination of different factors. Also, the combination on unfavorable Christmas time. This year, Christmas time was really long. So, and also when you compare to other retail sales for fuels on gas station, and also if you compare to how much we spent on vacation or holidays, and then you can see that we prefer to stay away from the shops and spend the time outside our hometown, outside with family, but outside with the big gatherings in Poland. So in fact, there are some factors that indicate that the last Christmas was disappointing in terms of the retail sales.
I want to talk about the Polish złoty, which is very strong at the moment. We're looking at 4.21 to the euro, the strongest since 2018, with a very strong increase in actually just the last few days. And by the looks of it, there's no obvious trigger. Tell us, what is going on?
I think there is one, because when you look at the data from the technical analysis, let's say the level of 4.25 was like really stronghold, and then suddenly nothing changed, as you said, but the only one tweet of Donald Trump which might indicate that we're gonna really end up the war fast. Donald Trump really threatened Vladimir Putin to put more effort to sit next onto the table and start discussion. And that might shift the investors, or they start considering Polish zloty as maybe quite safe right now on market. Then we just crossed the border. We just crossed the level 4.25, and now the road is open. I think once again from the technical analysis, the next stronghold is around 4 zloty.
It's a difficult time for exporters, though. And how do you think that this situation currently, regarding the currency, how do you think that it might impact exporters, keeping in mind that looming prospect of the Trump tariffs or even tariff wars? We don't really know what's coming, essentially, at this stage.
So, in fact, our external trade also suffering. We observe that data from the export and import in Poland. The data shows decrease in both factors, both indicators. And National Central Bank produced the data, or they ask exporters what is the level when the export starts being non-profitable for the company. So the level is still below 4 zloty per 1 euro. Of course, right now we have a combination of two, in the good way, a combination of two factors. First, the export is decreasing, and also on the other hand, the appreciation of Polish zloty give us the relief for the exporters, because they do not send much right now through our borders. So I think in general we're gonna survive this situation. Still, remember the appreciation of Polish zloty is really good for economy in long term.
Yesterday at the World Economic Forum in Davos, the EU Trade Commissioner Mariusz Zielonka openly expressed the willingness to negotiate with Donald Trump and the need to treasure and improve that relationship with the US. So he's essentially expressing that desire to cooperate, that it's all about cooperation. How do you perceive those comments from the point of view of Polish entrepreneurs?
I mean, probably they are preparing ground for discussion. Please remember that we already had this situation in 2017, if I remember correctly, when Donald Trump put some tariffs on aluminium, steel, groceries, dairy products, etc., etc. So the response was also the same. We
value this relationship.
Yeah, exactly. And in fact, both sides lose on this movement. So probably, and unfortunately, I think Donald Trump will decide to move up the tariffs. They start from Canada, of course, and Mexico, partly China. It moves slightly the trade market probably to China, in fact. Please remember that our export to USA is like 5% of total of our export. Much higher is to China as well as the import. So probably we will be trying to shift probably towards to China. But also there is one factor. Please remind that Donald Trump, this is for sure his last cadency in the White House, and he wants to do everything to left his legacy in the history of United States. So he is unpredictable, in fact, and probably we have to be prepared for higher tariffs. And the commissioner is taking a step forward to Donald Trump. In this whole situation is also one thing is really important. What happened in the last month of 2024, we observe that the European Commission, decided to speed up the negotiation between Mercosur countries. I think this agreement, which was set in December 2024, really was like trying to avoid the higher tariffs from the United States, give the European Union another market to get cheaper products, usually groceries. So I don't understand why politics right now in Europe, even in Poland, they try to abolish this agreement.
2025 could be an interesting year for Poland. I'm sure you agree. We have EU funds coming our way. There's little time to make the best of them. There are the challenges of what is going on in the German economy, in the Central and Eastern European economy, and we also don't know the impacts of the Trump presidency. I wanted to ask your thoughts regarding what you believe are the three top most priorities for Poland's economy to make the most of its economic potential while managing its adversities.
Okay, so for sure, we built in last years our growth based on fragile factors like consumption, like supplies. Right now, due to the fact from the RRF funds, we should switch to investment for sure. The second factor is still the stable law. We, as employers, we do not like to be shocked by putting in life new law very fast without any consultation, no regards to our opinion.
Okay. Mariusz Zielonka, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you very much.
And we were joined by Mariusz Zielonka, Chief Economist at the Polish Confederation, Lewiatan. Thanks so much for joining us today. I was your host, Marie Cato. Join us every weekday for Business Arena at 5 p.m. CET on TVP World. And for the latest in regional business, follow us on X and on tvpworld.com. And for more news and features, stay with us on TVP World. Goodbye.